Hey guys, this is an update video about what I've been doing lately, and I've actually been trying out a gladiator that is mainly spec'd into bleeding damage, and outmatched and outlast. This node here, my ascendancy, is mainly for frenzy charge automation. Endurance charge doesn't really matter because what often happens is I've already built a habit of instantly using Enduring Cry the moment I see my Immortal Call go off. And the fact that I actually use Earthquake and I don't use Cleave means that I don't get any Endurance Charge generation at all because Earthquake is a main hand skill. So here we go. There's Jack the Axe. It's on my main hand. I picked this up for pretty much like 200 Parandus coins, so it's really cheap, and you guys can just pick it up for an alc or even less, I believe. And the other item that's kind of like required is Soul Taker. The reason why Soul Taker is kind of required is because you want to do a Arctic Armor reservation and 2 curses. And I'll talk about the 2 curses later, but essentially when you have that, you basically have no mana left to do anything. And Soul Taker allows you to keep spamming your skills. And that's why it's kind of required. If you don't want to do a Soul Taker, then you could probably just come over here and pick up like a Mana Leech node. You don't even have to do Life Leech because we end up picking up Splitting Strikes, which gives us Leech. And that's pretty much all you need. Yep. So the build basically works like this. I pick up all the bleeding and physical damage over time nodes over here. So right here. And then I come over here, I pick up these bleeding and physical damage over time nodes. And in my ascendancy, I also pick it up Blood in the Eyes, which increases damage against bleeding enemies. Now, because it's a increased damage against bleeding enemies, I'm going to assume that it's kind of like a shock stack, which means that you would be multiplying the bleed by 30% because of that node. Now I could be wrong, and it could just be a simple, additive damage towards bleeding targets, but I don't think it works that way simply because of the way shock stacks work. So basically what happens is, because these bleeding enemies, I have Jack the Axe. Every single enemy I hit is going to bleed. The AoE of Earthquake is ginormous, which means bleeding enemies are going to explode, dealing 10% of their maximum life as physical damage. This explosion is not reflectable, which means you're not really going to die from reflect. The only thing you have to worry about is your top end damage, and that's why you want to run Arctic Armor, which is going to help you reduce the hit by 13% plus mitigation. So right now I have 3.5 plus the Basalt and plus the Leap Slam Fortify. You can pretty much hold down right click and not really notice physical reflect unless it's in a map. So other than that, I just went up here to pick up all those nodes. If you're going to do the block variant, you wouldn't go this path, you would actually go this path, allowing you to pick up a little bit more life here, go through these block nodes, and then come through here, and then go here, Born to Fight, stop here, go through the armor nodes if you're into Aegis, come here, pick up the endurance, go up and go here. But I'm not into the full blocking thing because I just want to play reckless on this character, and so far with 4.7k base health with a belly, I haven't really gone too low because I honestly have to just hit once and run away, and if those monsters don't die, they're pretty much close to dead because of how strong the bleed becomes. So right here I kind of messed up. Originally this was a two-handed mace. Jack the Axe is pretty funny. Two-handed axe, sorry, not two-handed axe, two-handed mace, earthquake character that I respect that used hatred, so these nodes were actually kind of useful. But now that I just want to scale pure physical, I'm probably gonna respec out of these points. I'm gonna keep this point for the 12 law res, but after I respect these 4 points and connect it with this, I'll have 3 points to play around with. And those 3 points are most likely going to either go here, axe and 3 damage, or just straight up go into life right here. I haven't actually decided whether or not I want more life or whether I want this node here, which is pretty powerful. For 3 nodes, you gain 54% and 20% less damage taken from critical strikes. And then pretty much after I get these nodes, fill in the life here, pick up these. I actually might not pick up these, but if I don't pick up these, I'll probably pick these up, which is quite a bit of physical damage. Other than that, not much. Might even pick up a frenzy charge, just so that I can scale the bleed damage. So if you have 4 frenzy charges, the frenzy charges also apply to the dot damage. And yeah, let's do some random map. Let's do an orchard map, I guess, but I'm not gonna do the boss because I don't want to rip my character. So oopsies, let's do that. Fire damage, 60 lightning, crit. Quite dangerous for this build, but should relatively be fine. As long as I manage to keep my endurance charges up, should be fine. The porcupines aren't an issue because it's extra fire and not any other lightning. And also because I blow up all the corpses, porcupines stand no chance and they're not dangerous. Anyway, let's do this one first. There's a lot of Haku missions. So the movement speed is a little slow because I have to use wind screams for the extra curse, and I can't travel up to pick it up from the passive tree. But basically, you can just hit once, move, and things will pretty much be automatically dead. So this is dead. I'm going to run.
Its flesh tastes good.
After playing for about a day with Jack the Axe, he does kind of get annoying. Yep.
Their blood, I need more.
Okay, so let's continue. So one of the reasons why this build is so safe is because you don't have to stand in a spot to do damage. After the first hit, the bleed allows you to just move away and continue moving, so that monsters don't really get a chance to
even break a
hit
sweat.
you. And anything that is aiming at your position when you're standing still, you're usually not standing there anyway. So as you can see, very rarely the porcupines get to actually do their close spray. That's because I'm pretty much blowing up all the corpses. And there you go. If you guys don't want to run punishment, you guys can also run temp chains, which would be more defensive, but it would also help you elongate the bleed duration for a little bit. By all means do that, it doesn't really matter.
Yes, yes, more.
But yeah, this is basically the build. You hit once, you run, and when packs are really close by to each other, they basically kind of kill each other. So as long as you're hitting into a pack, most things would just instantly die. Oh, there, I got chunked because I got chunked there because I didn't have my granite up or basalt up. That's fine.
Its flesh tastes good.
And yeah, that's pretty much the build. I guess I could show you a dried lake. What's that guy's name called? Volkill. Like if you were gonna run into a boss room to kill some boss, just make sure you have your conk effect on, so that you double dip for the bleed damage. And then essentially you just have to hit only once and then run away, and the boss is pretty much dead. So let's go find Full first. Oh no, that's the guy right here. Hit him once, he's dead. This is a 5 link, also doable with the 4 link. There he goes. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna make sure I'm full life. I'm gonna hit him once with Earthquake, and I'm just gonna move over here. And Vol's probably gonna die soon. Oh, it ran out of time. Oh well. I guess it would take more than one hit then. It's probably because I wasn't standing close enough for vulnerability to increase the dot by 33%. So as you can see, like before the dot stopped, he was around like 20% HP left. But if I stood beside him the whole time and then just made him kind of chase me, he would have probably died. Other than that, I mean, a 5 link. A 6 link for this build doesn't really do much. I mean, you would put in faster attacks, or maybe Cull. Cull would actually be the most useful. Oh no, actually, no, you would put Hypothermia, because if I see this correctly, these guys are getting chilled. Yeah, they're getting chilled, so Hypothermia is actually a really nice 6 link that you can put in, which will scale both the bleed and your hit from your aftershock. So definitely do that if you have a 6 link.
Might I unburden you of some
and basically that's about it for my video. I just wanted to let you guys know what I've been up to. The build's pretty fun, but I do recommend, because the life percentage is a little low, I think it's like 150 on the passive tree, pick up Belly of the Beast, pick up Jack, and pick up Soul Taker, and basically the the 2 blasphemies plus the Arctic armor will carry you. Rest is just fill out resistances and stats, and wind screams if you want to dual curse. If you don't want to dual curse, just recommend running 1 blasphemy, which would be vulnerability, Arctic armor, and Herald of Ash. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time, and I will make probably the next videos will be about the RF Trickster that I said I was gonna play, but I haven't gotten the chance to. I'll see you guys next time.